Hey guys, and welcome to Kindle English. I'm Inika and I'll be your host for this channel and for this video. First of all, I'm going to be giving you an introduction about myself as well as life in the US and how it's different from Indonesia in the first place. Okay, so I am Inika. Sorry about the mistake and sorry about the surrounding noise around here because that's how life is like here. But I'm Inika and I come from the US, but I was originally born in Jogja, and so much noise. I'm so sorry. Okay, I come originally from the US, but I was born in Jogja. I moved to the US 3 months after I was born, and then I moved back here to Jogja in 2006. My hobbies back in the US that I don't do anymore were graphic design, computer graphics, as well as fixing computers and fixing cars, and I did some sports as well. But now all I do is watch movies and eat a lot of food and spend time with my family. When I came back here, the reason why I also came back here was because I also wanted to help my parents figure out what they wanted to do after they retired. So that's why I came back here in the first place. But now I'm also working as a teacher, helping students here and then you guys at home. The confidence to speak English as well as build your English skills and build your grammar, build your vocabulary, and everything you need to know is right here in my channel. Now, I'm going to talk about something a little bit different, which is the aspect of living in Indonesia in general, as well as living in the US. It's definitely different based on the people, the culture, the environment, as well as everything else around it. So the first thing is definitely about the people. The people make it different because people in Indonesia are definitely a lot more friendlier, especially in Jogja where I live at the moment. They're very friendly. Different from the US. People in the US are friendly depending on who you are surrounded by. If you know your friends well in the US, then they'll definitely be friendly with you. But here, even if you don't know the people, they're definitely friendly with you as well. The culture is as well different because they have different attitudes towards things, like they would always get to know where you want to go, who you want to be with, and what you want to do. Depending on where you're going and who you're going with, they always want to know who you are around and where you are at all times, even if they're just your neighbors. That's what they're like. But in the US, of course, that's not the case because your business is your business and their business is their business. Depending on if your neighbors are friendly neighbors, then of course they would like to be a part of your life as well. That's the difference between the people and the culture, and then how things work. Now the environment is different because here the weather is very hot, and you only have 2 seasons. You have the rainy season and you have the summer season. You also have dry season when it becomes really hot in the summertime and becomes really dry and there's not enough rain here. So you only have those 2 seasons. Compared to the US, when you live in the US, and if for Indonesians already living there, you guys can already feel the difference between the summer season. There are also fall, spring, winter, and then once again I said summer before. So there are all of those other seasons you guys will get to experience in the future. And for those of you who are going to go to the US, that is what you'll experience as well. Let's see, what else? Life in general over there and over here is different. For example, like if you're going to live in a house and you want to move to a house, you either are a foreigner who just came to Indonesia or you are an Indonesian going to the US, you are definitely going to feel the difference in life there in general. For example, like if you're going to move into a house in Indonesia, you have an empty house. There's nothing at all in the house. You have to get all of your appliances from the store, get moved into your house. Whereas if you go to the US, when you move into an empty house, then all of your appliances are already inside the house. Like for example, refrigerator, microwave, washer, dishwasher, sorry, my bad. Washer, dryer, dishwasher, microwave, oven, and all of those are already inside the house. All you have to do is fill it in with your furniture, and then you can get your life started in the new place that you're living in. But when it comes to Indonesia, it's really difficult because you have to be able to input everything from scratch. And if you have the money for it, then why not go for everything and put everything in there? Alright, there's one thing I forgot to mention. The one thing that I did forget to mention was that I also have CP. People know it as cerebral palsy. There are different kinds. For those of you who do have it, you guys can also watch my video and see how I do things. That's probably another thing that's going to be a part of my channel, where you can see how I go about my life living with CP. My specific CP that I have is hemiplegia. It's a kind of CP that only affects me physically on half of my body. It's my left half, so I have left hemiplegia. Physically it affects my left side, but then mentally it affects my right side of the brain. So I go through life living hard times, but I get through it because my husband helps me out. I'm a one-hander. I do a lot of one-handed things. So for those of you who I connect with on Instagram, on Facebook, for those of you who know personally face-to-face, can see how I go through things day by day. Even my students can see that as well. So that's another thing for you to look out for. Those of you who do have CP or any other kind of disability, you guys will also be able to see that part of my channel and see the things that I go through day by day on a daily basis, with how I deal with my CP and how my daughter as well helps me and how my family helps me through these things that I want to get through, even if I can't get through them by myself. Alright, okay, so that's another part of my video that you'll be able to see. Wait for my next other videos, and then don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the like button as well, and make sure you keep in touch with all of my other videos coming up, okay? Alright, I'll see you later. Bye!